man. We've got a great morning. We're on Lake Brunner on the west coast of New Zealand, and it's an amazing fishery, just full of massive brown trout. It's fantastic. Today I'm with Colin, my brother, and we're going to fish this area with like a woolly bugger type fly. So it's a little bit discoloured, so we're not sight fishing at this point, but we'll cast at perhaps risers and things like that. In the other boat we've got Mark and Marsha are with the guide Brent Beadle, and he'll row them around and find them some fish as well. So hopefully on a morning like this, looking forward to getting hooked up on some great New Zealand trout. We're just drifting around and Cole's just rowing every now and then just to keep us moving a little bit, but there's risers in all this calm water in the slick there. There's fish just under the surface taking nymphs and things like that. So it is a form of sight fishing. You're just working to the risers where you know the fish are. Just cruise up on them and you want to put your fly, you know, a good foot or so from that rise. Hopefully get in the direction that he's going, and he should be able to take this. So find the risers and you're going to catch some fish. Here he comes. See a bow wave. We'll go quicker. Oh, and he didn't take it. And he saw the boat. And it's quite interesting. There's a rise, you're casting to it, and you can see literally a wall of water coming to you as the fish is surging after the fly, but just not willing to commit to take it. But one will, I'm sure. Go. Yeah, right next to the boat.
Very nice one.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That was good.
Feeling good?
He'd had a few casts and at fish, but we just couldn't get him to take. A couple would follow, but couldn't actually get that hit. And this one obviously did like that fly, so he's yeah, whacked into it. And that's what I think it's so good about fishing here. You're expecting to catch a fish almost every cast, so you're casting at targets where you know fish are, and I think that's what makes it, you know, fishing over here so exciting, because you do expect to fish every cast. Getting in there's a lovely brown. Over here. Perfect. Well, that's fantastic. We've been casting had a few, so we'll finally get one to take. This brown actually is a bit better than what I thought. He'd be easy a 3.5, 4 pounder. 3.25, with no rocks in here in the lake to put in that. But a fantastic fish on that magoo. Makes it worthwhile. It was a beauty. Lake Brunner brown, and that's about the average size, 3 to 4 pound, in perfect condition and beautiful colours, just in this darker water. Lovely brown. We'll get him back in. Perfect. What a great experience here on Lake Brunner. You've just got to do it. It's absolutely amazing. I've just changed spots and we've come to another little area just on the side of the lake, and it's a little bit more sandy on the bottom, so it's very good for sight fishing. So we've still stuck with like a woolly bugger type fly, and you just drift along or row along looking into the sand and you'll see fish moving. Put that fly out in front of them and get them to take it. So there's a lot of little eddies where it kicks into the the natural lake. And you want your fly in there, in amongst the tussocks where the fish are going to be feeding and hiding, and we'll get them to come out and chase this big fly.
In the other boat with West Coast guide Brent Beadle were two keen fly fishers from Phoenix, Arizona, and after having made the journey we're spending time with Brent to learn the particulars of chasing these Lake Brunner browns, a decision that quickly pays off.
I don't want to ask you too many questions, Marcia. I can see the concentration on your face. So that was on like a woolly bugger or a magoo? Yeah. Yep, magoo. Woohoo!
That's a nice fish. Oh my.
Good one.
Thank you.
Oh, he's a beauty, isn't he?
Yes.
Have a look at that. They're just incredible colours, aren't they? That brown, that
Yeah.
deep one there. So very good.
Wonderful.
Yeah, well done. Well done.
You.
Hang on to it.
I've come to a different spot here. It's been hard to get them to take. Just had a couple there, but just not aggressive enough to get that fly. And unfortunately, we've run out of time. Have to get that flight back to Australia. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing New Zealand in the West Coast and what it's got to offer. And it's certainly a place that you need to get across and experience yourself, because you're going to absolutely love it. So and we just couldn't help it. Just needed one more cast, and I could see one just in here. And we were literally about to start the motor to go. And he's seen that fly. He's come up and taken it. This is a great way to finish a day.
Oh.
Fantastic fish in Lake Brunner. Just that little bit more line. It just fit.
Yes.
There you go.
Little
Said it before, but a great way to finish the day on our trip to New Zealand. A fantastic Lake Brunner brown. We'll get him out and get him back in the water. Beautiful. Very good. Well, hope you've enjoyed seeing the west coast of New Zealand and all the different opportunities you've got, be it lakes like Brunner, which is fantastic, or the plenty of rivers that are all around here. It's just amazing. So do yourself a favour, get over here and enjoy it. You definitely won't regret it. It's an amazing fishery. So yeah, get across and do it. So I look forward to catching you next week on The Fly.